and amount of looks they need to get from a specific standpoint of what their content is. Now, with that being said, Todd McShay ain't stupid again. He ain't dumb. He comes out and says, okay, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. By the way, Shedeur Sanders is the number, I believe, 3? Top 7 Googleable athlete, or I think he's number 1 now, or number 1 now. I think he's up to how much in the world, right? Number 7 in the world. Thank you for our stats. So if you've noticed, there's guys like Joe Budden Podcast, Matt Barnes. I seen Carmelo Anthony. Obviously, you're gonna have the First Takes of the world, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless. Obviously, the Nick Wrights. They're gonna do it because those. But I'm talking about people that don't even do content based around. I see dudes that do video games, and they've dropped in and had a comment on Shedeur Sanders. And that's because right now he's the hottest thing in the world right now, right? So he is not missed to that. So Todd McShay is running the greatest hits, and you can almost tell that he kind of don't believe what he's saying because we're hearing what he's saying, and it's so generic, and it's not even really a critique. It's just the greatest hits, and it just goes to show you that moving forward, one of the things that I've already checked out on, and I'm not even getting into, is the fact that we're not about to do this every single year. Y'all can trigger us if you want. You could trigger us if you want, but we're not about to do it. We're not going to do it every single year. This is Todd McShay in his comments. And let me add this here.
Sanders future.
What's his name? And this is on Twitter, courtesy of the Triple Option. We'll make sure we give him credit where credit is due. Don't be hating. Don't hate over here. Here's we go. So let's just drop that back. This is Todd McShay and Urban Meyer talking a little bit about Shedeur Sanders. Let me see.
Tell me Shedeur Sanders' future in pro football.
I don't think it's in Cleveland.
Can he be a starter in the NFL?
I think he can. I think he has a lot of maturing to do, Urban. I really do. I think both as an individual and as a quarterback and learning to play within the scheme. I think there's a lot of drifting and sliding out of the pocket. I think there's this innate, because of the way he played at Colorado and throughout his college career, there's this kind of like hero brand of quarterback that he likes to play where every play has to be a home run and he's got to run around and do all those things. He had the bad tendencies that Caleb Williams had that he developed at USC, but he doesn't have the arm and the mobility that Caleb possessed to get out of that trouble.
Tell me.
So, hey, come on, man. First and foremost, your face don't line up with that, Todd. I feel like you don't believe that, Todd. You see, you got to understand something. See, we well versed in this situation, and let's go ahead and start drilling down on it. This is the problem, and why a bunch of media people are hiding under rocks right now. The reason you're hiding under rocks and you're moving around and you're trying to say, just leave us alone. Leave us alone. You leave me alone. Why are the Shedeurians picking on us? Leave us alone. We just want what's best for the Cleveland Browns, and you guys are just doing something. No, the reason why we go after, the reason why you get gone after is this. Y'all gotta watch. You gotta watch what you coming with, because we've seen in real time Shedeur Sanders handle himself with grace, handle himself with dignity, handle his people talking about him in a certain way with just no pushback. He's came out and did exactly what he was asked to do. The fact that you sit here and use the day-old trope, and here's what y'all got to understand, and you got to get the fact that people is on to that. Let's just make it a buck. I play this stuff on this channel all the time. The narrative that African-American quarterbacks do not know what they're doing and are not competent enough to handle themselves as leaders, professional, and do not know how to understand defenses and throw the football and be a CEO of an organization has been a trope that has been going on since the tale as old as time. You guys need to stop acting like there wasn't a Doug Williams. There wasn't, there wasn't a Warren Moon. There wasn't these guys, right? And don't act like when I'm talking and spitting these facts that you say, well, gee, why does it have to always be about race? And why does it have to be about that? It's just, well, CJ Stroud, we said this. No. Let me tell you this. Y'all always be doing weird, strange things. When CJ Stroud didn't go to the Manning Combine, when CJ Stroud told them he wasn't going to go to that, you know what they told him? That's unprofessional. How dare you not show up to the Manning Academy? They slandered this man's name. See, it seems like y'all cool with it as long as you stay in your place. Stay in your place. Don't do too much. Your jewelry. That's a buzzword. You use buzzwords like maturity to signal. What do you want to say? Todd, let me ask you a question. What are you talking about maturity? What maturity is he lacking? He been in jail. He went to prison. He got caught in some scandal. Is he riding around with drugs? Nah, in his free time when he got here, the first thing he did was go and pull up on a high school in the middle of the hood to show love. We already know what he do for single parents. He went in and got a single parent, trying to get her some transportation. Showed up at the projects when everything was burning down. See, this is the reality why you guys get gone after and people don't be playing with y'all. Because in our community where we come from, we we take character very seriously. And when you talk about he needs to mature, you ain't pulled up in the projects to give nobody nothing. How many times you talk to them disenfranchised people? So yeah, people gonna be hot and upset because you using buzzwords to denote that he somehow is a problem some way. But let me get specific. Say what you gonna say. What? See, I'm not gonna do you. When I ask about maturity, Todd, what specifically in his character do you not like and give me instances because of it? See, it's time out for the blanket statements. There are no blanket statements. You guys use blanket statements to talk about people, to tank their stock, use anonymous sources. By the way, we have not forgotten. It was those sources it was you last year that talked about them specific sources and the way he interviewed. I'm just saying, I'm the messenger. So you mean to tell me a year later, he done been in the building after Myles Garrett didn't say he done been in there hundreds of times, when now there's articles, Diana Rossini saying he's there early. There's cafeteria people saying he's working his tail off. Bill Musgrave just said everything that he's due to him comes from his work. That's the Cleveland Browns quarterback coach. What he's putting him with his footwork, understanding the timing of everything, doing what he needs to do. He's in there with his hungry dogs, right? He was in there before and after practice. And if you want to listen to it, didn't your people say? Now, let me get this. You're going to give him credit. People, watch this. They give Kevin Stefanski credit for that man playing and throwing for 400 yards. But yet and still, you want to give him credit for what he's done on the football field as it's an added bonus. But then you say, you know what? He got a lot of maturing to do. Which is it?